we got married, I had finished a paramedic school, and Debra had gone through her bachelor's. So when, right away, we were poor from the get-go. And it only got worse because she did her master's, then she did a 7-year PhD, and then she did 7 years worth of research work and a fellowship, and you don't get paid very much in these things. And many times she was making as much as I was making, which means I didn't get paid very much. So we ran up a lot of consumer debt, because we wanted to live like everybody else. At the worst part of our debt, we were probably costing us about $1,200 a month in interest. And you look at how much money that is compared to what you're making, and you're thinking, there's no way we're ever going to get out of this. It's impossible. And then we started chipping away at the debt. About 15 years ago, when we moved to Fort Worth, that was where we were with the $1,200 a month debt. In 4 years, we had that cleared out to no consumer debt. We had paid off all the cars. The only debt we had, the only payments we made was on the house, the mortgage. And I was making $3,000 to $5,000 a month payments on that mortgage to pay it down. A lot of what they're going to hear in Financial Peace is chipping away at this mountain until it's not there anymore.
And making some sacrifices, which you have to do. But you don't have a lot of choice either. You're going to make sacrifices if you're going to pay your debt off,
You're going to make sacrifices if you don't pay off your debt.
Yeah. You have to be committed to it, but you also, at the same time, tithing, that's your basic, that's your baseline, that's where you start. And then trusting God to provide whatever else we needed, but He always blessed us. Whenever we needed anything, it showed up. The greatest thing that happened over the years, though, was not just paying off this debt. And a lot of people think paying off debt, you pay off the debt so you won't have the stress, you won't have the worry, you'll be able to have money to do other things. But what I discovered was that when you're giving, and you have an opportunity to give really big, to big projects, by that I mean God's kingdom work, things that you think can't be done. And that's what amazed me, was the things that could be done with little bit of money. And when you experience that moment, when you realize that you are not here to make your life easier and to have a great life, but you're here to participate in God's kingdom and His work, then you crave being able to do it. You want to do it. You look for ways to do it. The next step is just keep our eyes out, ears open, and try to.
It won't take very long. You'll have another project.
Yeah, we're just waiting. It's kind of fun to wait and see. What is He going to do next?